It's Saturday morning, first day of the Beaulieu Autojumble. I've had to wipe some bird poo off the car, hence the water. So let's start the old thing up and get going. Okay, Autojumble time. So this is the charming New Forest in Hampshire, and we're not far away from Beaulieu, strategically placed in fact with the bed and breakfast. About 15 minutes drive away, if that. So it's Saturday, first day really for the public, and by all accounts it's not as busy as it has been. I think COVID's finished a lot off, and this is one of the things that concerns me, the future of these events, because we're in a time now where the blokes who've been doing cars since the 1950s and 60s, they're getting elderly and they're unfortunately dying off, so their lives and their legacies go with them. And you'll see when we're there, it's mostly the old boys who are selling the stuff because they've been in the trade or engaged with motor vehicles all their lives. I mean, like take this Allegro for instance. It's nearly 50 years old now. 1975 car. And nobody at the time, none of them would have thought, the manufacturers, the people who made the cars, etc., people who bought them, none of them would have thought it was still going strong in 2023. And you can apply that to most old cars. But they are, if you just give them the attention, they will, and they'll outlast all of us. I'm sure at the time, when you look at them Jerry Adams cartoons, Jerry Anderson, Century 21. Their visions of the future we'd all be in little flying pods by now, and unfortunately they were wrong. So yeah, I do wonder about the future of these events, but that's why you've got to make the most of them while you can. We've just parked the car, and there's surprisingly very, very few old cars. There they are coming in, and there's surprisingly very, very few here in the car park, which is a real pity given the sort of event it is. There's an old MGY there, nice saloon. But usually the car park had quite a lot of goodies in it to see, but not really today, which is a shame. Now, a few words of advice if you've never been to an Autojumble as a punter and you are contemplating it. You need to dress appropriately, so good footwear, waterproof, comfortable. You need a rucksack, plenty of carrier bags to put dirty, oily parts in, water bottle, there's plenty of standpipes to fill them up at, and a hat with a broad brim to keep the sun off, because you're generally out all day. the walk here is quite a lot. It's quite a long way to the jumble from the car park here on these fields, so it's not something really you can be going to and from to drop stuff off. You want to make the most of the time and be out there all day. So yeah, we'll push on. It's looking very busy, and there's a Morgan. We'll push on and get into the jumble. The Morgan coming up and something else behind it. That's a French car. Not sure what that one is. French two-seater. Right, on into the Autojumble. Pair of baby Austin. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. In addition to the actual Autojumble stalls and the auction, private individuals can bring the cars to sell. And this is the area that they're doing it on this occasion. Although I have to say, it's slim pickings this year. There's not really a great deal of interest. I mean, that Jag Mark 9 that I've just walked past, that was nice. This is an old Armstrong Siddeley pre-war. With the famous Sphinx. And the unmistakable radiator. Oh, that's a Mark 1. He's got some interesting vehicles there, is this chap. But this Morris Isis is just fantastic. I've seen this on the internet advertised actually, and it's not sold. Probably because it's so expensive. But really, condition-wise, you cannot fault it. I mean, look at the door seals there, the window channel seals, the upholstery as well. Very nice, unusual really, in that it's not leather or vinide. But yeah, I think if I could pick one car to drive home from this lot, it would be this. Yep, there really is something for everyone. I like this little Citroën Ami estate, no less. How nice is that? Now we'll have a look inside the jumble.
No, it's there.
Something for the velocipedians. A Royal Winchester. From Lancashire, actually. Paddy and Lancs near Burnley, that. Never seen one like that before. That's more like it. £20. So arguably still too much. A Rally Sports model, 23 inch. Busy. Busy. Well, look who it is. It's Steph. Hello.
Hello Josh, how are you?
I'm alright.
So,
how are you today?
I'm really good, but actually I'm a little bit annoyed because I've spent nearly 2 days here. I am technically working,
Yeah.
but I'm looking for a marina front wing driver's side.
Right.
Although you've told me not to buy one and just repair my front wing, but I'm still adamant that I want one.
Right. Well, yeah, do a bit of panel beating, and it's nothing that can't be patched up and looks satisfactory.
No, quite. And I've bought some really good brochures. I mean, the geek inside me is rising, but I bought the American Morris Minor brochure.
Oh, right.
Yeah, well, I'll show you. And then I bought the Hillman brochure that's got the original price listing. Stuff like that is absolutely priceless, because the thing is, when it ends up in a £1 box, it's only then a couple of steps away from being in a bin, and the history is lost forever. So whilst it is kind of feeding into my hoarderism, I do quite like to find all that. So I think that's the greatest thing about Beaulieu, and they do say that if it's not here, you're just not going to find it.
It doesn't exist. Yeah, yeah.
So yeah.
And I must say, you dressed very, very well, very nice.
Thank you
dressed
very
for the
much.
part.
Thank you. It's an original St Michael dress, so that's the original Marks and Spencer's brand. This is a late 1960s piece, around 1968 to 1969.
Beautiful.
And just, thank you, just with a pair of boots from the charity shop and a tote bag to fill with all my bits, because I'm technically working, so I'm shopping undercover.
Oh yes, yes. All
now
right.
I must go back to work, Josh.
Yeah.
I'll see you later.
Well, just so we know, just give us an idea what's coming up on your channel next.
Oh, well.
I'll give you a plug. I'm not going to ask for royalties, but you know.
What have I got coming up? I've got the Austin Healey 3000. I've got a couple of cars that I've got down to film. I'm a little bit low at the moment. I need to go and top up and do some filming. But I have got an incredibly interesting, I haven't even told you about this yet. I've got an incredibly interesting Vauxhall from the 1960s, and it's lived predominantly in Australia, and it's recently come back, and so it's completely rot free. It's a beautiful example.
Cresta.
No, it's not a Cresta. Don't try.
Viva.
No, stop it. You're trying to get some spoilers out of me.
Viscount.
No, it's not a Viscount, but I would like to find one.
Oh well, you're leaving us in suspense. Then we're gonna have to wait, aren't
Right.
we?
Go on, I'm going to have to get back to work. I'm going to get in trouble.
All right. Well, nice to see you.
See you later, George. Bye.
Cheerio. Now, that is a blast from the past. Styler white wall trims then. 16 inch. Just to give you an idea of the scale of the place, those ruins are where we come in. And it extends all the way down there. Somebody said around 2,000 stalls, and so far it's midday and I've barely scratched the surface. Last of the stop for lunch. So now we're going to push on.
Yes. I don't know when I bought it. I don't know when it's. Yes, yes. Split screen.
So, at the overdrive specialist, have found this amazing cutaway, working model really, of what's actually inside the overdrive. It's not every day you get to see the insides. So we've got the oil filter there, the drain plug, solenoid here, pistons, because it's a hydraulic transmission, cone clutch, and the sun and planet wheels. And this, I think, is some sort of speed sensor for cars so fitted. It's on the speedometer drive takeoff, so yeah, fascinating model that. Some more for the bike enthusiasts. It's a Humber and a BSA. Both very old. KS4. Trace of the green line in the left. And that's the famous BSA 3 rifles head badge. Interesting. If there comes a point when you're all jumbled up and out by shopping for parts, there's also the beautiful abbey and the remains of the abbey to see. Along with the gardens. So we have an ancient abbey closed by the old tyrant. That must have been something in its day. Just even here walking really within the ruins is an overwhelming sense of calm and tranquility. Perfect. Very nice indeed. Let's have a look around. Lots of stuff. Some of it good, some of it no good at all. Signs.
I suppose there's a lot of work.
Clock.
This is bad.
You get an idea now of the scale of the place. But yeah, have some happy hunting. There may be treasure amongst the rubbish. We shall see. We shall see. One of the features of Beaulieu is the auction. All these cars are in the auction, which, as you can hear, sounds to be going. There are some lovely cars and a nice original looking old early Mini there. I think that was an Austin 7, it was that old. But yeah, lots of very nice cars there. And the Saturday's over for me, the show is over just for today. So make my way back to the car and back again tomorrow. Well, I'm back at the car, show's over now, and it's been a fruitful weekend. I've found quite a few things I needed and more I didn't need, so it's been a good do all round. Mostly consumables, bulbs, fan belts, etc. Contact point sets and a couple of bike parts as well. So yeah, I'm very pleased, and the weather has been very good. It's been extremely hot, sun's beating down, and it could have been worse. It could have been raining, but it's been a good weekend. Thoroughly enjoyed it, and I hope you have too from what you've seen, and maybe it will inspire you to visit or go to an Autojumble yourself if you haven't already done so. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video where I'm back on the cars and bikes. Cheers.